Hey, it's Juan. Welcome to the November issue of your VMA Sit Rep. Now, we're here at the Roslyn office on Veterans Day, taping with a very special guest. And I want to remind you that at 12 o'clock Eastern, you will be able to tune in to the VIR, the Veterans Impact Report drop with our special guest, former Saturday Night Live cast member and United States Marine, Rob Riggle. So 12 o'clock East Coast time, make the adjustments. And lots of you are hosting watch parties out there across Deloitte Nation. I hope you enjoy this. I think it came out really, really cool. Now, as fate would have it, we are fortunate to be joined with one of our colleagues, really, really distinguished colleague, Amanda Taylor. Thanks for sitting in with us.
Absolutely. Nice to be here.
Amanda's based out in Louisville.
Yes.
And she's got a really, really intriguing story of service and of what brought her to Deloitte. Now, you were just your typical hard-charging, type A, overachieving, Ivy League sophomore at Brown.
Yes.
When you felt the call to serve.
Absolutely. You know, I have a history of service in my family, both in the military and in public service, and I just felt like it was a calling that I needed to continue. So looked out for different ROTC programs and ultimately ended up on going to West Point.
What did your classmates at Brown say? Guys, I'm not going to be here next year. I'm going to be something we call a plebe.
Plebe.
How was the reaction? Do you think you were crazy?
Oh, absolutely. Most of them had no idea that, what United States Military Academy was, that it was, a university in any regard. And so I had to do a little bit of education.
And of course, mechanically, you were already in your second year at Brown, but going over to West Point, you had to start over.
Yes.
You were plebe.
Full 47-month experience. Yes. Starting back over.
No, I'd like to think that humility probably informs the way you see the world in some ways.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, when you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, especially as you're getting a little bit humbled by going to it allowed me to focus on the strengths that I did have, while also, we're in a squad of 10 people at our Beast Barracks, and I had some project management or time management skills that I could apply, whereas other people had more, military background doing JROTC in high school.
Right.
So we kind of all had to team together in that regard.
Tell us about your service. What was your MOS?
Yeah, so I was an adjutant general officer. I did a few different things, a platoon leader of a postal platoon. I also worked in NATO doing some logistics coordination in Bulgaria. But started my service postal platoon leader in Korea, then went to Germany, very fortunate to get back-to-back CONUS appointments, and was then the typical battalion S1 as well.
You met your spouse in Europe.
I met my spouse in Germany, not what I was looking for, but to go there, but definitely was very serendipitous to meet him there. Decided that a dual military life was not the one that we wanted to have, but still getting to be a part of the military family at large by being a military spouse is really special to me.
He's still on active duty.
Yes, we're living in Louisville. He's at Fort Knox, and definitely enjoying the service in that regard as being a military spouse and part of the larger network.
It sounds like y'all are staying for the long haul. He's in for 20.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, for the both of us, service is something that we want to continue our legacy, especially with our 3 boys. I have a 3-year-old and twin 21-month-old to keep us on our toes. But definitely something we want to instill as a foundation for our boys as well.
Now, you mentioned to me that you're raising all 3 boys to be naval aviators.
No, absolutely not. Go Army.
Talk to us about the BGS group and what brought you all to town and about the experience you had yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. So had the incredible opportunity to go and do a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery, and it was an honor, incredibly privileged to do that with our BGS team. I learned about BGS actually through my mentor in Deloitte, who I met in the core program. Transitioned in 2018, but through the core program, flew from Germany to Westlake to DU, got the full DU experience, and kept in touch with Jim. And when I found this position that I'm currently in with BGS, Businesses Global and Strategic Services, was incredibly just blown away by the opportunity to be in this part of the firm and be able to provide that strategic change within the firm. That's what we do. And so I'm sitting in the operations team and get to support our mission. So yesterday we came together as a team for the first time, doing a hybrid meeting, and was so very thankful for the support of our leadership to want to acknowledge the sacrifices of our veterans by honoring them at a wreath-laying ceremony. We got the opportunity to go there and spend some time and just reflect. But it was very powerful for myself and 3 other veterans to be a part of that wreath-laying ceremony.
I love it. Jim she's referring to is just off camera. Jim Payne, himself an Army vet. He was your sponsor, if you will.
Yes.
During Corps.
Yes.
And as you make sure you don't miss this detail, please join us, Jim. As you mentioned, the firm actually flew from Germany.
Yes.
To DU to be part of the Corps experience.
I thought absolutely no way. I was like, oh, this is great, but I'm OCONUS. There was a lot of challenges that I found transitioning from OCONUS, but I got treatment just like everyone else.
It's a great story. Just a snapshot of the incredibly disparate paths. We all took different forms of service to get here, and so it's glad you all could join us. And by the way, Jim told us that we've got 2 Army and 1 Navy, and they said that's about fair odds.
Absolutely not.
Jim,
thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Amanda,
Thank you so much.
appreciate it. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Go Army, be Navy.